I'm up. We just change the political thing in the meantime, yeah? All right, so we see what going on Spanish Town. See what going on Spanish Town, yeah? Thing kick off. And you know, we're here on the ground, so, you know, we keep on talking, go on. Now, we see the commissioner of police, I play little politics. So we're addressing, because he make a speech last night. Yeah, he make a speech last night. Gugu Gaga, he make a speech last night. We're not satisfied with that speech there. Because hear this now. If you have gang in a Spanish town and you're in fighting, you forgive the name of the gang. People more want to look on Gugu Gaga play politics. That's why we say we need a man for move, you know. He not there for a police commissioner job, you know. He might play politics. And we don't want to know. These are the things we are talking about. We want real police to do real policing. But I'm going to even Gugu Gaga say right now, and they will pick it apart. Because we like pick apart these kind of things, right? Just listen to this. Watch this. Hear this. Hear this.
Itself to the roof. The fire brigade came.
Just listen to this.
Unfortunately, there was a fire here. It seemed to. So we're here at the courts at the moment. And fortunately, there was a fire here. It seemed to be had confined itself to the roof. The fire brigade came and outed the fire. The fire, they're not sure of what caused the fire, but I think they'll be coming back to do further their investigation. The court administrators that I spoke to and the judge was saying that they haven't lost any records and they'll be ready to go tomorrow for court. So it hasn't created a major disruption to the court process. I don't think we've lost any documents, but obviously the roof will have to be repaired at some point.
So hold on, the fire one, right? And he might tell the judge and this and no touch the court document, but water go up on the building. And it out the top, and if you're out the top, water must go down the second touch the court documents and things. Remember this and court as usual. Okay. But just listen. When they talk about you have two major gangs at Spanish Town. You have one another and you have clans. But you know, them go for one gang. I might talk about this more than one time. No, even a female out of him out. He might talk about the gangs infighting. But listen good if he mention the gang where he talk about infighting. He may tell you anything else. But listen, man, this is not a commissioner. You know the commissioner work. Just listening.
We had some shootings in the town today. There are obviously two rival parts of a gang engaged.
What I mean by a gang? Let me play it back again, people. In no which gang. Because I think that's a clansman gang and that's a clansman. Two rival part of a gang. A gang. I mean, I should get fired for these things. You see, when you have to listen to them when they do politicking or they do commissioner work, you have to listen to them good. You understand? Listen again. Two rival part of a gang. You still them call out every gang name. But no, it's a gang. We don't know a gang at Spanish Town name, a gang. Listen again.
There are obviously two rival parts of a gang engaging each other. It has been part of the ongoing violence that has been taking place between 31 St. John's Road, Job Lane, Taw's Pen and Railway Lane. And that is the general area. Basically, you have two parts of a gang that are fighting each other.
Two parts of bush gang. Every gang else a call two parts of a gang. So please, the Prime Minister, you better confront a we. You get a briefing, a press briefing, and call it a gang. Yeah, man, bless Linda. You call it a gang, the man have to get fired. The man is not there to do no commissioner work. Him there to do play where he want play. We not in that foolishness here. The man him can't even come to terms and mention one other. Him say a gang. Him can't come to terms and mention one other. A gang a fight. It have a name. But you can't tell me say clansman. I want to have a thing when we go and we say clansman. If you don't go for gang, go for every gang. We need to keep it real. See? Him not keep it real. Him call it a gang. I have to play it back and make one here. These are the things that we must make pass, so we have to highlight it. Yeah, and you can look through him soul. Looking at him soul, you say, okay, it's a politics thing in my play. We have to say no to these kind of things in Jamaica. That's why the place stays up. That's why I can't listen to them, you know. Because even if my brother involved, now I come and say, yeah, I the big piece of shit. Him involved in it. I don't care. But then guy play politics and sit on a big piece of money to protect what them protect. Call it again. Listen him again.
It has been part of the ongoing violence that has been taking place between 31 St. John's Road, Job Lane, Taw's Pen and Railway Lane. And that is the general area. Basically, you have two parts of a gang that are fighting each other.
What the gang name? The one that we know the gang name, you see the gang, but him can't come to term for him say it. And if him say it, maybe him get fired. You can't have a man as a commissioner. Because him give details, but him call it a gang. You have some youth on a corner and they get up already and call them by them name. And call them gang. Say if you say road name Big Lane gang. If you don't have the name for Gate, Little Lane gang, Hippolyte gang, them just Gate a name. But you have organized gang where the man no one call all time out. And call it a gang. I have a problem with that. A commissioner, a police. He might tell you everything else, but him say a gang. See? What we talk now, maybe a little later, he might go say it. But we have to highlight this kind of little things. This man to get fired. Him should have leave immediately. And a joke I make. You can't have Jamaica if you clean the place, you clean. I'm a top of clean from top. That for sure is him there to protect who he want to protect. The politician, the big guys, them, and him no want to rock for no feathers. So him no want to call a name, but he still him might get the briefing. Where he might brief the press. But him now come, you know, and come and call. Not even the name. Him call it a gang. But me hear him call well the other one named Clansman gang with one Dan. So him put in a one in there because you have one other clan. So him call one Dan gang. So him like him not try and mix up one gang and turn it in a two. See? And so them put it one Dan gang. The faction, the one Dan gang. See? So instead they say one other, it's a one Dan gang. See? So, you know, you say, okay, we can do some people here, so. And over the time and everything we have, you know, go and pluck out the other gang. If you pluck out two gang, no, you don't have this. You know, run up in this. No, leave them. Because of politics. Government must play politics when you run a country. You must not play politics. If you run a country, something wrong, you know, if two gang with the three gang, you target the whole three. Infiltrate them, gather your information, move when you move. Now move like how you move, mangy. Stop the foolishness. See? But you have to listen to Google good and what for hold him to account for these things. Maybe later you hear it out time out. So other police come and tell you, say, okay, one other, them have an infighting. Because over extortion, over some other things, and boom bam, and this and one. Right? Him not say that. Him say, again. The commissioner of police will get them briefing the from who they on the ground. And everybody know who and who dead and everything. And him come and tell we are gang in at the night. I bet him never open him mouth. Yeah? A politics him a play. So we have to come and burn him. We have to burn him. Serious. Watch out.
In the town today. There are obviously two rival parts of a gang.
Two rival part of a... Look on him face when him say they are gang. He don't want to say it. He don't say one other gang, you know. Of a gang. Just look on him face. Let me make him say it again. I make him look on himself. And look what him do. Can I show him colors now? He now play police role. He must stop police from do them job. So them put him in the top seat. This Google you have to leave. Give police the job, make police do the job. See? Look. Just look for him. When him say a gang, or people say a gang, oh, it's hard and tough for him say it. And I know as a police, if you clean the place, you investigate some big gangs, if you move off a gang, him don't do that. Them not do it. So when it flare up now, you drop 48-hour curfew or something. Now lift it till Thursday. That can help anything. That makes sense to you. Or Una Spanish don't have too much politician in them pocket, so them no want to go after them. It makes sense to you. The whole of them now call up who them call up, you know. Although them not talk to criminals, according to them. Them call who them call up to see if them can cut it down, because them don't talk to criminals. Hypocritical and stupid. You understand? Look at
in the town today. There are obviously two rival parts of a gang.
You say mbok pandi a gang? If they ever say the one other gang, you know, turn on each other. Simple, you know. Because of that and that and that. Not all. In just say two rival parts. And he must say, look at them face expression. If you just say, in just say one other, a gang. But every other gang, if you and your brother stand up in a corner, then give your name. The twin gang, or two brothers gang. Everybody then give name, but you just come and say a gang, rival part. And you still, the a gang, is that must be a big gang because you call, remember, you know, two rival part, but you call how much name and how much road, it depends. That means it's a big gang. Just listen to the amount of road, where you call one in the same gang. Yeah, listen.
There are obviously two rival parts of a gang engaging each other. It has been part of the ongoing violence that has been taking place between 31 St. John's Road.
Okay. Look how we use and catch him again now. Two rival parts that taking place. Fair time now. Yeah? Two rival parts, right? Between, and him start telling him. So him know say it a go on, but him can't give the gang name. That man have to get fired. And a joke me I make. This have them a name embarrassment. Have them a name politically aligned, not doing the work. But just stay like an umbrella for protect and put and stand up in a police way for the policing. This is a piece of baby. Gugu. Him to go home. You understand? But a good thing the international body I watch me now, because you know I'm not crazy people I watch me. International body I watch me. I point out these things, them take it serious. And it's very serious. You understand? Yeah, man. See? So this is how I get paid for. In face with the gang, but yes, still. He might tell about which part in the gang. That means it cannot be a small gang and a two small in the gang. Three can call some name. I remember each road have some amount of people. But yes, still the gang have the name. If you have the police, thing they that come up and make the name, you know, and the paper them that know the name and people can go in and know the name and where them come from and who there. But him can't call that. But if it's the next gang now, you call it, so it show him up not doing police work. You understand? But I do a master, puppet master, tell him what to do. See? Don't make me look bad. It not work if you're the government. Something will work and people are dead and them think you have to take charge of the place. You know business. Stop the foolishness. See? That we can't stand with these people. You understand? I'm going to point out these things for just show yourself them when them do them work, them do it under, you know, political kind of style people in a political way. Them must get no position. Them to go away. You understand? Them to go away. We can't have the place and run it like it's a political football. Let me tell you this. No care who vote for you as a prime minister. If you just do your work and do good, all who not vote will come and vote. But when you play political games, all who vote for you are run you like dog. Because them are hungry and then you said police pan part of this and then you protect name and then you come and make some bad speech. You're embarrassed. You're embarrassed over this. Yeah, how much place in the gang now? Because we are dissect this and pick it apart. You know. Google will show you up. I'll show you up because you're lying up yourself too much. Look at
We had some shootings in the town today. There are obviously two rival parts of a gang engaging each other. It has been part of the ongoing violence that has been taking place between 31 St. John's Road, Job Lane, Taw's Pen and Railway Lane. And that is the general area. Basically, you have two parts of a gang that are fighting each other. And as you know, these guys have high-powered weapons and are not afraid.
So, you know, say them have high-powered weapon and you know these things. And if I don't mention the gang more time out. I'm gonna never go home. I'm gonna never go home, people. We can't have Jamaica run, so. You see me, I say? Jamaica cannot run, so. People didn't them think I over talk out and point out say this man not good. Politically pick. Pushing this up to play a political role. Them place they must politicize. See? Me feel say if you vote in a commissioner, you know, the people of Jamaica, you know, and we see a resume, we see them CV. Yeah man, I see what them good for now, kind of thing. So we can't vote, so we know so we can move them. See? We don't want politicians control them. The place are just finished and done. So him no come and say one order. He might tell us them have gun. He might tell you one with them there. So you have to work it out in your head. So the gang have no name, but they still them have high-powered weapon. Them full of gun, them full of everything, you know. And him know because he mentioned everything but them name. That makes sense too, you know. That no make no sense too, you know. You know make no sense to me. You know make no sense to the world. See? I'm on a politically aligned to go home. Tired of him, you know. Google with tired of you, you know. You're not working and you want to be a mouthpiece and every time you open your mouth, you know, boy, may I tell you, you sink yourself more. Yeah, we can't look at them soul when you open your mouth, man. You understand? You come out, it's a puppet. It's a Google, it's a baby, you know, but I know it's a live baby, it's a puppet. You see me I say? Eh? So him there, and him attack, and I show him himself again and show him say it's embarrassing. Then the Prime Minister say embarrass, them thing are embarrassing. Because him say, I don't know it a go on. And I know the gang a go on. No, I'm not afraid of them, no. If you're afraid of gang, you have two rival gang war all the time. You have one other clans. Or you come out and take out clans and say, the one Dan faction, one Dan. So you get a name, one Dan. Instead of you have one other clans. You know, you say one Dan faction at the gang. And them are war. So them they have been fighting. That one have been fighting set speed. And you can't tell me the name and the road and everything war. Why you never come out come say it? Why you never try to stop it long time? Why you never put a SOE down there before this happened? Right in this so. Why you never put a Zozo right in this so and clean it out? And do some raiding. You understand what I say? Why you never do it? Why you tell me now? See? I'm gonna have to get fired, man. I'm gonna play him back again to hear him. Him face make a gang. And you can't tell me much gun them have and everything. See? But then you not call on him. That will show you just deep in our politics. For your commissioner. You're not commissioner neither. Trick them and trick people. He's a Gugu. See? You're deep in our politics so much that you can't even come and talk straight. Eh? Them deep in our politics that them can't come and start straight. Come like straight 5. She to go home and go here. No joke. Yeah? What's this?
In the town today, there are obviously two rival parts of a gang engaging each other. It has been part of the ongoing violence that has been taking place between 31 St. John's Road.
When say ongoing violence, so whenever you hear them talk about it, where I say that. Or whenever say it's an ongoing violence taking place with St. John's Road, make it ongoing violence. But they everywhere and talk about them certain little things that you say, boy, we move them out of the street and thing, and you want to tell you one thing and tell you, we take off a road and we do and all kind of thing, but this is an ongoing violence where them crash down in the public eye. Eh? and going. Channel yesterday it start. Eh? All right. Finishing now.
Engaging each other. It has been part of the ongoing violence that has been taking place between 31 St. John's Road, Job Lane, Taw's Pen and Railway Lane. And that is the general area. Basically, you have two parts of a gang that are fighting each other. And as you know, these guys have high-powered weapons and are not afraid to use them on each other. So basically, you have a gang war going on. We have...
So you know it's a gang war going on. Or you just tell this to the public, to the whole of Jamaica now. You're the commissioner. You're everywhere else and you're like, boop, 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 boop. But why you just say this to the country now? Eh? So him call it. You see me, I say him I call the places now. See? But I know him not call the gang name. Eh? Him can't just drop it so easy so. No. Have to be involved before them come up to decision, of course. But no, but him and him. And him say, I continue to do it. Him tell the line minister, him and the chief of staff, where you want to call her right now. See, them advise, the prime minister will advise the governor general and them drop it. So them tell us, say, okay, the place needed this and needed that. So them drop it fast and think they move it. If I drop for 30, for 3 months, I would them drop it. And then them I need approval now from any man knows to drop a next one, for extend it. Okay? So them can call state of emergency and thing. But if it's a thing where ongoing, you know call that, you never stop it, so think so much blood run. I want 6 people dead. You remember I said yesterday? Now more, see? So what you know is an ongoing thing and them have rifle and thing, but we never know the efforts and see the efforts. No, they matter about it. Eh? And then more than that dead in past 2 days. See? Yeah, more than that dead. Eh? Yeah, man. So that's why I say them people have to move. Them to go home. You need to go home. Them are well back Jamaica. Them just coming like a rolling stone in the way to the progress to move Jamaica forward. And I can't tell you this again. No one speaking. If we don't care who want to be prime minister, I could have dog. Make sure the dog not thief nothing, and the dog do what them do and do the right thing. Good. From the country, I move the right way, I don't have no problem. See? Me now vote for no criminal. See? Say now I call them say them not negotiate with criminal. That's how me vote for no. We're not criminal. We don't name involved in too much things. That hey people, hey, at them thing out. Let me tell you this. The word for your mouth, they fire your body, brethren. You some man about the national security minister. You're caught up in so much thing. Or you could be a national security minister. Eh? You don't get vetted. People will say them work for your company program. We know so much people and them say boom bam bam. Well look, DEA have your name. You're there in a WikiLeaks. You're there in all kind of thing, but you're a national security minister. You know say I joke them thing. Eh? Eh? This a joke. Them know about the in-house fighting. Can I set up one for my time now? Oh, Jamaica doesn't know about it. Eh? Why you never do step-ins and step up and think, oh, too much people in another part there, too much MP, we are going to look. It will look back on them. Who run there, Babsy? Warmington, who run there? So, who run there? Wheatley? Who run the side, the right run there? So them? Eh? In the world side, there's a name thing there. Eh? So too much of them run there. See? 2 phone kick off one time. Yeah? Yeah, man. See? So I say go. So you don't want to talk about it, but it's going a long time. Yeah, we want to talk about now. Yeah.
Given additional resources into the area to Mr. Chambers. He's being supported by a number of formations. At the moment, and for some time now, we haven't had any shooting here. It was earlier on. We actually ended up...
Hear him like I hear that now. We're giving additional resources to the police were in charge. At the moment, we don't have any shooting here. Then we're not here. We're not out there. We're not here. I don't know where my reporter, where I say. At the moment, no shooting here. It was early on. Eh? This about peace, come on now.
With 2 people shot and killed, and then 1 fatally shot by a police officer in the conflict, and a weapon recovered. Earlier on today, one of the persons who was released recently in the trial, we arrested him with 2 firearms, and he may be somehow involved in this process as well. So we've recovered 3 firearms and captured, well, 1 fatally and 1 other since today. We also are doing operations in other divisions to support what is happening here, because we're aware of the connectivity across various parishes and with different groups of people.
So I'm aware of the connectivity across the parishes and different group of people. So him know what one, but we just know. You see me I say? So we just know. Why they never come out and tell Jamaica people this? Why they never operate? Why they never move towards it? This stem that will save some lives. Then the detail of secrecy. All right.
It impacts this. And well, as you know, the main way we disrupt gangs are really to bring gang cases. And so we've been bringing large gang cases to the courts. We have to continue that. We also have to continue.
He might bring large gang cases to the court. He might bring large gang. Then there are 33 gang member cases. Couple of them come out. Yeah? And couple of them will come out because number 2, when we read in the paper, the prosecutors, them full of shit. The police, you shoot a man pick up, the undertaker pick up the body. You don't have no picture. They don't have the police report. They don't have nothing at all but just mouth. So the man, the number 2, in the everywhere. So him the son, him God Almighty, in the everywhere one time, right? And he can tell you everything. That means if I tell you everything, that means him well involved and well connected. But it's impossible for him. He couldn't tell me so much thing as a police, and I run with him. Could never. Can I say yeah? Because in the part every scene, that means him are the son. You open the door, you're in a plane, but that son in the you see come through it and ship or anything, and you know. See, so him are the son, him the everywhere at one time. Where everything will happen and him are giving the details. If him are giving the details, I'm going to hear say, it don't make no sense. Say make Jamaica lose a bag of money. Millions, hundreds of millions, because the other liars, they have to get paid anything. So we know better than that. But a learned judge knows, okay, we can't put a man on this. It don't make no sense. I want to give one man, maybe give foreign status now. He my number 2. Number 2 have to give me number 1. Number 2 need to give me number 1. Give me some politician too. And some of the big man. And a joke I make. You see me I say? Yeah, man. But you use 1 man. 2 man, but that one day, you know, number 2. And he might tell you everything away. The man just say, hey, go on, make a duplicate, I want more, this and that, and right front of all but nobody else never see. And nobody have the details. Right? You don't have nothing. I just a more talk where him said this happened. Yeah? That don't make no sense. You understand? That don't make no sense. See? So them kind of way the people have to work. So if you call up name, you go for everybody, we don't go for the people them will do this, and you lock everybody to gang. And call it a gang because you don't have this, so you don't put with this, you don't waste people money. Do investigation good. Infiltrate for yourself. Gang good. That's why FBI has so much success. Because they wait and sit down and them infiltrate gangs. Then they say like where, you know, national security Minister Krabba say, when him done involving name in there, now me put it there. But he's a national security minister. That is a goddamn disgrace to Jamaica. That is one of the biggest disgrace, not just it alone. The national security minister name calling a money laundering and drug smuggling and everything. And calling a gangs and every activity about your national security minister. And you're calling most honorable. Me know that foolishness there. See? Yeah, man, me know another foolish system. So you put a man in a position when nobody no run the resume and CV. People never know what I do to you know. Because when I help run the country, you know. Vote when a must can get upstanding people. You can't vote. Listen, if you love Labour Party, vote for Labour Party. But just tell them, so listen, you have to get somebody clean and make a look on them CV, vote for them. You know, the PMP party, vote for them. But make sure vote for somebody to uplift the country set speed. Clean and you know, just vote for any piece of dark shit. We never stop it now, man. And then you know, hunger and pop down people are firing. And people are telling her put sense in our head and go and I couldn't know sense in it. Eh? We don't find out number one, no guy. You give him a job, but him come put you in a t-shirt and give you look of food. You give him a job, you know. Because without you, him can't get the job. But when you don't know, you don't have a job. We don't find out and get jail and like him come and say, yeah, you make a build the country for the betterment of our kids and grandkids and everything. But they're not doing it. And that's earthly. Google now, him is a puppet. He's a political puppet. See? You are talking about a big gang and I know the gang can't come out of the man's mouth. The man saying no, them are going with the war and all kind of things that are ongoing young feud that one. But you still we just know about it. Can I big scale? Well, me know about it, you know. But me just say we, you know, overall. I mean, you know, so me know what. But me I say never come say it to the one place. Because you cannot sit down and watch and hear what one and just say, all right, what? I could go and watch and one. You know, see them run out. No, him come and I say it and I tell you one, but him can't put himself to call him. That's not good for a commissioner. Me rather Gary Griffin kind of style down in Trinidad, where him say, hey, he was a politician, but he was the national security minister, and he knows him can't cross the police, he got the police work. So him doing resign from the politics and apply to the, when we put in some things in a place first, and he want to apply it to. So him know them as politicians. You can't lock up a politician in bun. The other day, they not give him back my job because him say him don't care. Him just a do job. You understand? Not by just doing a job. You know, it will apply a lot of feathers. Him no business. Him just burn out politician and all kind of things. The commissioner not do that. You understand? It's a puppet this.
Continue the operational activities that we do against them and to recover the guns from them. I mean, in the first, 10, 12 days of this month, we already covered 45 guns off of the road. So we're at them and we're taking their means, but there are a lot of guns out there. We find as well that persons who we take off of the road with guns are back on the road very quickly, and we're taking them off again with other guns. So that's part of what we're targeting. So we're here at the courts at the moment.
So the court service, I must say that the judge then tell him, so tomorrow our court that are today, because none of the file never damaged and you know, they know about the fire, whatever you say. So here when say about the judge.
Fortunately, there was a fire here, it seemed to. So we're here at the courts at the moment. And fortunately, there was a fire here. It seemed to be had confined itself to the roof. The fire brigade came and outed the fire. The fire, they're not sure of what caused the fire, but I think they'll be coming back to do further their investigation. The court administrators that I spoke to and the judge was saying that they haven't lost any records and they'll be ready to go tomorrow.
For the judge to tell us in the last time, you talk to a judge, I think the court administration will tell you that. Or the judge reaching and looking at the whole place and think the judge, another judge think that. Court administrator who are dealing with the court officer and anything is supposed to look and make sure everything all right and not wait up on them the last nothing. You must same talk to judge and judge say, you know, them not ask nothing and court as usual. Eh? But when we hear that man, boy, it mash up my head. Google this man.
For court. So it hasn't created a major disruption to the court process. I don't think we've lost any documents, but obviously the roof will have to be repaired at some point. We had some shootings in the town today. There are obviously two rival parts of a gang engaging each other. It has
That
been
mash up
part
me
of the
head.
ongoing violence that has been taking place between 31 St. John's Road, Job Lane, Taw's Pen, and Railway Lane. And that is the general area. Basically, you have two parts of a gang that are fighting each other. And as you know, these guys have high-powered weapons and are not afraid to use them on each other. So basically, you have a gang war going on. We have given additional resources into the area to Mr. Chambers. He's being supported by a number of formations. At the moment, and for some time now, we haven't had any shooting here. It was earlier on. We actually ended up with 2 people shot and killed.
So is that time number one now? Yeah, at the moment, when I have no shooting going on, nobody knows about at the moment. Pay police out there and swords and everything. And we are here. If shooting and go on with that here, they shot them at fire. Google. At the moment, when I have no shooting going on, and I look around. Then we not must say they shot them at fire, you have to duck or something. Eh? They come back the gang. They might put things together to come back the gang. Alright. So number one, you don't come back what kind of gang? Because you say, alright. So they might go and they might put things together to come back, yeah. Foolishness. Then they start them just call something for 48 hours. Yeah.
Fire, but I think they'll be coming back to do further their investigation.
That
The court administrators that I spoke to and the judge was saying that they haven't lost any records and they'll be ready to go tomorrow for court. So it hasn't created a major disruption to the court process. And I don't think we've lost any documents, but obviously the roof will have to be repaired at some point. We had some shooting.
Obviously, the roof would have to repair at some point. Man, people must, if something burned down, we know the roof have to repair. Man, when I repair, I don't know where, John, in earth, me ear still, but I have to just show you the commissioner what we have. Obviously, the roof have to repair at some time. No, it has to stay open, man. It not, no. The drunk are living in it, man, and pitch here and anything there. So it can, yeah, man, and rainfall and then, but it not going to repair. If it burn, it must repair, man. What happened to you, Gugu? He point out some things that I didn't understand. And we have to call them name who are war and know say them a war. But when I want to brief, you want to never say you have some war with one another gang, the faction of one another, them split up a war and the killing go on. And because other killing they go on before this. You never hear it from them, don't it? Eh?
Things in the town today. There are obviously 2 rival parts of a gang engaging each other. It has been part of the ongoing violence that has been taking place between 31 St. John's Road, Job Lane, Taw's Pen, and Railway Lane. And that is the general area. Basically, you have 2 parts of a gang that are fighting each other. And as you know, these guys have high-powered weapons and are not afraid to use them on each other.
No, but another gang there war in fighting again. Another 2 gang of war, they ain't fighting. So they never have nothing to do with that trial there. They ain't fighting. You see me I say? They ain't fighting again. And him say it again to your time now. Eh? He's not afraid of the gang, no. He might play politics, man. Pearly, he might play politics, he's not afraid of the gang. He's not afraid. Do you think afraid him afraid? No. He's not afraid of what kind of gang. He just play politics, but we are not play politics. If something wrong, I could have my brother. People, let me tell you this. You never fear on yourself. I could have your brother when you do something wrong, hold him accountable. You get a better Jamaica. I better tell a man good. More than you know, say want the bad. And you support the bad and you turn a blind eye to the bad, you know? You understand? Yeah, it can't right. See, you know business at all. See? And your best friend, when you talk about your friend. If you have a friend and you push it, but then you have a friend that man. Man want to destroy you, man. See? See if you just keep it real and honest. You understand? Them money a play politics. Google them a play politics. Them baby a play politics. The people life. Because if you know, that means you could have drive, got through one gunshot of fire and come to your window and kill you innocently. You know, say this is one way, and you know, say it's a dangerous thing when it erupt. You know, when people drive through that, they do from early morning wait and start do things and drop something there. When people take the highway and protect people, and that means they don't last their life. The man come shooting at the town yesterday. No more people could get killed. You see me, I said? Of course. You understand? Say it can't right. See? And then him not call again, but yesterday I tell you, a long time them are going so. And what them are doing. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You understand? This don't make no sense. They're my life, yeah? They're my life. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, this don't make no sense. See? This is foolishness. But we hear them yesterday. He must say, I've seen a shot now fire. So, who did I tell him to shot a fire? When they shot them a fire, we not hear them. Then them did this yesterday. Yeah. So Gugu.
So basically, you have a gang.
So if shot in a fire, we have to obviously not shot in a fire. No, okay. No shot that the woman here shot a fire, sir. Eh? Be a foolish system going with you, know, to get fired, man. See? You can't unpick them money, you know, to do, say, my commissioner, the one bag of foolishness. You know? You see me, I say? You understand? It's bad. You understand? It's bad. This bad. You understand? No, man, you see, you are one of them who line politically too. So we have to get rid of you too. You understand? Google, we have to get rid of Google. We have to get rid of Google. You understand? Google, you don't make no sense. And we have to ask straight. You don't make 1 sense. One other, our infraction, them a war over extortion, people dead. People are dead from the other day. You hear a couple of people are dead and then one bag of things. Man, them run down, you know, busy place, gunshot a bus. So, when you see the video when they get shot to, you know, they have the video there out to, you know. Catch on camera, that's why we say we need more cameras. Now you have this man who line himself across political party. See? With political party. When him come and attack, now you have 2 big gang. And matter of fact, him himself say it. Them are blinding all over the place. But him not call them name. Why? Eh? When you never come and stop it, enough more people could end up dead because of shooting that in the town. See? Stop lying himself with foolishness. You see me I say? Him to stop lying himself with foolishness. This is definitely foolishness. See? She want them get them head bus off there yesterday, you know. Yeah? People get themselves bus off yesterday. People are black place. See them there? Look there.
You get that trim and them pass now? Make it people them pass.
See? So the whole place black up on the whole things and then the whole Mandela highway for the traffic and diversion and all kind of things, the whole place was scarce yesterday. See? So if you know so this is an ongoing thing. For your time now, you should have put things in place to deal with the situation. See? You know wait when it get out of control. And then you don't come make some speech where you don't call the gang name, it just don't make no sense. See? Where do you show some colors there? It don't make no sense. But you know, say them a fight, and I know them a fight, and them a fight over what and what. You have to see it in the papers today. You can look and see it. You see what I say? Them people are, you know, to a country, you don't want a country run like this. You are real policing, like they say, like the Gary Griffin went down in Trinidad, when in the baseball politician or nothing. Them get rid of them on the side back in contract, you know. Because the man say, yo, me not in an up 20. I'm at a pack him go on operation himself. He just rush to him and just do him a do. So him say, I clean up the place and get one bag of dead threat. Him say, in business. He just rush them. See? My man has stay in a air condition and get $18 million for chat foolishness all the time. All the time. See? You know, say to go on. When you not telling the people them, okay, I'll try and clear it up. Seem like when you drop as also at East and Central Kingston and other places and say them gang, but them gang when a Central Kingston no big like the gang at Spanish Town. The both gang at Spanish Town have more members and more bigger and more. So and like the gang in a Central Kingston be like that. Yeah, you know that, Commissioner. See? You understand? So when them look out, remember said the one down this lockdown, you know. You have some place when them are warring of people. They have got matches in Tivoli. You know, go at it, you know. Remember I said don't at all at lockdown, you know. You understand? When one of them clans go at it, you remember Spanish town at lockdown. I like me I tell? Eh? Another me I tell. You have some other little place down when them are going and feed them look apart. You know, lock down the whole town. You never lock down the town like that. See? I will mobile the youth and mobile with flank this that I want. And I like it locked down the whole of mobile. Downtown, Mr. Lockdown. When war broke out, the real war they used to broke out. Remember downtown used to lock down here. Big war broke out, then them one bag of things, you know. Spanish town locked down to man. See? We war broke out, them place the lockdown. You understand? See? So, you know, when they have an infighting like that, they'll go in and you'll settle up something, even though, like Central, you'll go in and you settle it. See? You come and settle it and look, no, but yeah, man. No, man, you have to tell them the truth, yeah, man. Saying that, man, them are big, yeah. So when the place are locked, the whole place locked down, I'm at top part, them come and tell you, say, don't come through Spanish town. And I tell, don't come through downtown. The whole are down the lockdown. People are running up and down and scant all over the place. Eh? Believe to it. Shall I tell? Believe to it. See? So if you see something like this, I know say it can explode. And you say, boy, yeah, deal with it. Come on, you know, come talk about it and the thing, you know, and deal with it, man. See? When I deal with something, deal with it, man. If you deal with crime, deal with crime. When I deal with crime, like you're afraid to talk up something this or do something else. And don't do that. Go on here. Call up gang name and put in measures in place to stop certain things that we want to stop the bloodshed, you know. But always stop it with that, you know, people are aligning themselves on the back of foolishness. Eh? And the same measures where they put in, I think they put in resources by this. If you get one gang, you get two. Remember me talk about it more than one time, you know. So when it plays like this, now what am I going to say? Eh? You see me I say, that's right. So they more about music and embarrassment. So I show them what is embarrassment. This is more embarrassing more than anything else. This is in your country. But one of your country is supposed to embarrass you. You understand? So that when the Prime Minister can come say about embarrassment because when you get banned. Come on. When you get banned and people get deeper banned, then get banned too, man. You know, come back in our country and dip you. You get deported. We say deported because you get deported on a plane. Don't have where the man deported. But it's a ban. You must come in back. You don't want to there. See? You know what I say? Yeah, man. So these are the things that I try to show you. Yeah, man. The video, they may have more videos still. So, you know, but we have to talk to the commissioner. Come and give the people the right report when you make the report. And don't go around the corner and play with nobody about, you know, you dip on top of this and you give resources and the ones are ongoing too, going on. And them have rifle and, you know, and you are telling them how much road, how much different areas, you know, because, you know, when them split up like that and them start war. That means if you tell me before, some people are drive through there, that, you know, be careful. And then them that keep away, I want to go clear up the place and make sure it's clear. You're supposed to know when you go after. You see? Because if you have these details, you're supposed to know who you go after. But you're afraid to call the gang after bunny. But after bunny. See? Talk straight like how you talk, man. The scar gang name and talk, man. See? Yeah, man. You go after who you go after. And by the way, people, as I said before, stop vote for people where them invalid in a thing. Remember, you know, they never go on a trial. Nobody know. It comes like how the man dead in a Patrick house and nothing to do Patrick. Police stop the investigation. They don't investigate because look who him they link up to. A man dead in your house in a Jamaica and you talk about embarrassment. I'm a talk about police go there in a commissioner rank. Go there, call the doctor, and the doctor said the man need a bed rest. No breaking and nothing at all. And then them tell me about gang and all kind of little things. You think people are that? I know me about them out for that. See? And everybody just come back like as a 9-day wonder and not say nothing is like, that's how them stay, man. Politicians, no, it will change. Hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. You see me I say? Time for hold them accountable. Foolishness we now. You see me I say? No, we need real people. I'm not joking, I make. We no business. Me say, even if it's a dog around the country, as long as they run the country good, we're good. As long as we do things to uplift the country, we're good. Because I'm not playing politics, I don't have time to watch politics. Me, you have time to watch a country. Because when the country run down like that, remember it burn, your pocket to it burn. Enough people that dance for a pocket to it burn, enough more people because they have family all over the place. You know. See? And then you have no friends and then things, something happen when you look. If hospital no run good people sick, all of them say free this, not free. Your football you have to pay for the pill, you have to pay for everything. See medication and things, the people them not have the money, them are go beg. It hurt you, because you have to work for them. They don't have no job, they don't have nothing. Without the people in the diaspora, Jamaica sink long time. You think the tourism all of Jamaica diaspora? We never talk about $2.8 billion. The people in the diaspora spend over $3 billion. Just in a monetary basis. Different from the amount of barrel and weight value and other goods and things. So in the diaspora spend over like $6 billion worth of goods and money, cash plus goods. Yeah. In Jamaica each year. 5 to 6 billion. See? If them never balance that, what you think I remember? What you think I happen? You see me I say? Billy they asleep when man dead. So them say. Eh? But can alien keep the man in the house? I don't know. A man could have dead in your yard, no breaking. And you sit down there. Eh? Let me show you something. Look for Billy case. But you have a number 2 man right now. I say a man, them kill a man go in the yard because a man said this, and then the man go in the yard and shoot him much time. Right side of hardware, them not have no police report, them not have no picture, them not have no where the body there, nobody not come report say them lose a body, nothing at all, this is what the judge asks. Eh? And then we for sentence a man, because I say you know, you have a man in a baby chair, him and the man alone there. Him send see the man to 1. When them are going to bed and wake up to 4 and see the man dead with gunshot and 22 stab wound out of field knife out of field kitchen. Him don't know the man dead. Just that alone. And then 3. Them say him and a suspect. The police from Jamaica constable force him and a suspect. Eh? Them are look for the suspect. And you have the breaking in a man's house where him own him house. You know it's nothing more than that. So you run, and then when you run through the connection, when you look. But a man can come and say, yes, him did do this. Without a bit of proof. Like what them do Ninja Man. You see? It's bad. You have to burn it. You see me I say? Yeah, man. You see me I say? So these are the things we have to highlight and burn and keep them real and honest. When the commissioner, when you talk about gang, call name because if the gang want to call them, them have a name. We say for now 2 brothers, them call 2 brothers, about twin them say twin brothers gang. You understand? You never see, them say the sea gang. You see shore gang. You live in the hillside gang, on the hillside gang. Them have to give a name. Right away the police them give a name. I don't know how you tell about a big gang and them have connection all over the place. But them not have the name. You still know about the 2 big gang them. When them are war, like them Buckhead, Spanish Town lockdown, downtown the same thing. Matches in a Tibalia war, it locked down, shut down. People can't all over the place, big war. You understand? And that's the truth. See? But you more said, I told them a war and I won, and I like, matches in by itself, or Tibalia by itself. When they told them a war, so them know. You understand? And them I get help from all both. See? Yeah, man. So the place shut down. Police have tried, to keep things under control, bad, and all kind of things. So we know. Then them gang that were back in the days. I was, see? The man them to stop play politics where you have fight crime and fight crime. See? If you want to fight crime, don't play politics with crime. Don't mix it with crime. See? Stop play that. See? If you want a better Jamaica, government where you have fight crime, don't mix politics with crime. See? Not gonna work. Because people are look out, and when you come back, because look at Zig's that prison don't. I would take out Bulby. And that which government? And the Bulby government, the same government when stand up for. Would take out Zig's. The same government when stand up for. Who take out some of them kind of people there? The same government when they stand up for. And man, I said, who take out those? You said the government when stand up for? No, because before man felt and Phillips them fight to make him stay. But under pressure, you say, you better me go up there, so. Because I remember them down with him. Because you see what going on. Eh? You see? So you have something where I try to block as a government. And sanction. Do sanction something and say, hey, I can pay them. How I sanction it as a party? Party not supposed to do that. You understand? So you see the system? See? So you have government no care what happen. If Zeke to go to prison, he just go to prison. If him do something to go to prison, you hold him. You're not supposed to because you say, oh, I'm a part of that system, yeah. He must go to prison because stop him from going to prison. It's wrong. Him to go to prison. If you rat in a prison, you rat in a prison too. You understand? And if they have him for something, they do something to try to stop the process, police process, and say, oh, him is an activist, so he can't go to prison. That mash up the country. You understand? Anything when done from it wrong, him to just stay at prison. If he must come out, he must come out. Him to just stay and rotten. And that's the truth. You see me, I say, not two acts. Eh? You understand? So, you're there and you go to prison. You can't just do some woman dead, may look. In the same government, then they take out, do those? No. They never take him out. See? So these are the things I try to show you. Say, if a politics, them are playing on them, they go around and clean up one side and leave seats them and leave some other people. They never do that. Them the police who do them work. You must see have interference when police do them work. And that me I talk about. You see me I say? You must see have interference when police do them work. Police do them work. You see something to do, deal with it. See? You see something wrong, you're not supposed to, listen to a politician and say, hey, you can't approach this so, you cannot do this. And you're going in a certain constituency, politician run come, lock up them backside, chat to them neither. You're not supposed to interfere in a police work. As long as you come there, you observe and police now, if they break the law, then to get in trouble too. See? You understand? Low policemen then do the work. See, you understand? But they're not doing work and do like a biased thing. And a biased thing, but Jamaica can't better, Too much of that thing are going on. So, when a politician go in, them just lock up one side and then leave the next side out. We say it right. But on that. You understand? But on it, what for it? And don't forget to the Gugu Gaga. The first thing, we don't need to take up the petition. Gugu Gaga time to go home, man. You for go home, man. You're too stubborn to, You for go home, man. You know what you do, you draw down the police force, man. It's an embarrassment to the force, man. See? You're stubborn. You're not police. You play political role. You're not police. You for just go home, brother. See? Time to go home. Yeah? Enough police want to back him, but them never talk from time because they might say, yo, we drunk and them thing, but we know, yeah, man. Boom, bam, bam. See? Him to go home, man. Yeah, man. What the government is doing, the gang members in the community, yeah, man. You understand? They scale, them are unbalanced the scale. Because, if you have an ex party in and then you can go fit it. Business, if you commit a crime, police, you got to do them work. And no politician are supposed to save him neither. See? No politician. They're not supposed to interfere. They're not supposed to do that. See? And because of links. See? You know business. You know business if ever man has about this people don't realize nowadays. I'm a fact, when I get to if you stop pick up for some people to when I mean you know good enough. Them use, you know, and if you pick them got dead and them thing that for them business, for them pick me alright, them secure for them pick me, you know. I go proper school and alright, and them live uptown and them they get to a milk it. I wanna call them on a dam. Now I drive the biggest thing and all kind of things and I use phone to pick them. Don't forget smart. You understand? All politicians accountable, all them that they're accountable to, and all the corrupted police accountable. Get serious. Stop make people use it too. You understand? I want to show something with but I'll do that little later when I sign with the Prime Minister. I just say come make some speech. I say I show the people them know. I say the laws to deal with criminal, it's outdated. Man is not a liar. Stop talking through the system, man. And then you can show about, you know, in America when the 9/11 thing I talk about, you know, when they have to change some laws, you know, when they have the terrorism. So they have to sign something. So if terrorists fly plane in a building, yeah, or they are London and block bus. Remember the people them fly come in and like our Chinese in our place and them can boycott or overthrow our people, them are doing anything, you know, to a government, you know, because them sneaky bad, you know. See? So they might put in some terrorism and kind of thing and declare terrorism, and then they might talk about granting them a beer. No make no sense. And you can say the law them outdated. There's a prime minister again in a way you want to go. Mash up the court, now work. That's a different arm of government. 3 equal arm, you know. So you now come and come tell me you want to say, but me know you as a liar. You need to have the good ideas in the country. So you don't know what you say, it don't make no sense to me. You understand? You see what I say? That don't make no sense to me. See? If people come in your country and nobody, they are Jamaican with them in fighting. People come to your country and want to blow you up. The people them have to put in terrorism thing. They have to put in things. Saying so you can't use that as an example. The example poor. But for me, let me pan that me show it. I'll show you how to it's stupid. See? The media houses, they start digging on the door. This is somebody sent me a text and said, Mr. Alonso, my wife talk on Jamaica print money from 1969 in a UK and in a Germany. Why Jamaica will start printing own money. But let me tell you something. I have no time to talk on that. Why if Jamaica so a criminal and thief? If you have a look up print own money, can you imagine man? All our money nobody nothing already. You nobody nothing. Not like them up in US. So that can't be my problem. Jamaica money, it will stop you. I better we adapt the US. Because by that thing, people can get better pays and all kind of things and can buy something. But yeah, $1 now over there, $100, how much US? Yeah? Much, $100, how much Jamaica? 15,000. You see a thing, but you use the same US to buy everything we are input in the country. See? So our money little later you can buy, you have 15,000 can buy an egg. Little later you can buy I'm at a pack. The money I run so fast and a deep value. Little later 15,000 can buy an egg for 2. See? So me not talk about no printing and money. The money no good already. Money no good. So if we are sit up a print, then everybody start printing money and then kind of good already. The foolishness. So I have no time to talk about it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Jamaica money no good. Them kill it, man. The dollar dead, man. I now waste my time on the dollar. It's dead. See? And that does straight. You understand? Yeah, man. And then by the way, if Jamaica did that print the money, can you imagine what them that go away? Be a criminal then, man. See? Who have worked and learn the skill and them things, they just go over and get a machine and know them and do and them things and who sell enough money. What you talk about, man? That was a dead. Dead already. Too much criminal, you know? You see me I say? So some things that means, you know, me no bother. You see me not even look pan it, I have no time to look pan it, you know. You see me I say? Jamaica money can't pass the show. Monopoly money more have more use than it. A monopoly money, you know, like the paper monopoly, yeah, the game over playing. See? But the money they have more use than Jamaica money. Never use. Can't spend a 80, can't spend no way. $80 carry more value than Jamaica money to the US. Yeah, man, you can Google it and look on it, man. 80. Then it's a mash up on one of the worst in the Caribbean, you know. But the money value more compared to the US, you know. It value more. 80. See? Yeah. And that's just the truth. So we don't have no problem about who print Jamaican money, because they never print the money, everybody print money in Jamaica by this. Because one work, then just want to know so the ink of this, that, and them start thief out and do all kind of things. And then. See? So money, remember, you don't have nobody already, you know. They are worse than nobody. Can't spend off of Jamaica, that's how it's spending. That's how it's abusing. Because you still have to use it to buy the US, to buy the goods and, you know, anything that comes in the country. When you import to the country. See? You understand? Because you can't send it and say, send it up a US to go buy some things. It don't have no value, it's no good. One big piece of shit money. See? No right, no good. So I don't have no time to waste on that, man. You see me I say? Where say US money print by England, no sir. US print them one money, man. US have them one print, man. You see me I say? England couldn't print US money, man. US print them one money, man. You just go Google it and look how them have them print. Them have them one thing or them print them money. And make them money different. I watch all of them thing there. So, you know, like I see somebody I put up something and I say Uganda find how much gold and it's the richest about like 12 trillion. So if something by the 12 trillion but the economy by like 20 trillion, all them will be the richest man right now. That makes sense. And by the way, the gold where they want to say them find and also like 300,000 ton. When they take like 31 million like the ore, yeah, the gold ore, so or what them call it, ore, it equal out to like 300 and something thousand ton of gold. But what them I do, the person send me something from England and I say, you know, I know Britain and other places now, I go down there and kill them out now because them are the richest part of earth and all kind of things, and you know, and US and no, them actually when them take them use the plane and scan and see where which part like the east and the central and other places about that. Them are look investors to do this and the government are putting something like 15%. When you come dig it and think them and make sure the government get 15% of this, plus other things. So they are looking investor to do it. And now we have China must spend 200 million, you know, set up one of them mining right now. So the person who do that video there, they look at deep checking, you know. I want to send it to me, but remember Mr. Manuel, full of information. Double check my thing there, you know. Yeah, man. See? So we know that. And about them say them do it themselves neither. Start spread that. Because you know, me know the tabloid, you know. You know, me don't the tabloid, so I'm good. You understand? Yeah, man. Jamaica dollar no good none at all. It's not good, man. You see me I said Jamaica dollar no good none at all. You see? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. To keep it real. Alright, let's come back with that thing there, yeah? Lonesome, I'm blessed, yeah? Cool.